Welcome back to my channel Techno Trend Zone. Is the Sony A7V about to completely rewrite the mirrorless camera rulebook? For weeks now, the photography and videography community has been buzzing with speculation, and the whispers are getting louder. This doesn't look like another simple refresh or a minor upgrade. It feels like Sony might be preparing to launch a camera that could redefine its entire A7 lineup. With the groundbreaking debut of the A7 III, the refinement of the A7 IV, and the consistent dominance of the Alpha series, the Sony A7V might be the next big leap. The big question that everyone is asking is simple. Should you hold off and wait for the A7V or stick with the trusted A7 IV? Today, let's break down the rumors, separate fact from speculation, and analyze whether the Sony A7V is destined to wear the crown as the new mirrorless king, or if it risks becoming another overhyped release in an increasingly competitive market. Price, the royal fee of innovation. Let's start with what most of us care about right away, the price. Early leaks and industry chatter suggest the Sony A7V could launch around $2,199 USD. That's no small ask, especially when you consider the A7 IV hit the shelves at $2,499, and the legendary A7 III debuted at just $1,999 back in the day. The pricing ladder has been climbing steadily, and this trend mirrors Sony's strategy with its premium alpha cameras. If the rumored price is true, we're looking at about $3,400 in Europe and nearly $4,000 CAD in Canada. That is a serious investment for any content creator or photographer. Sony isn't shy about charging a premium, but here's the real question. Does the A7V actually earn that premium? If it lives up to the expectations and truly bridges the gap between professional and enthusiast shooters, it just might justify the price. Specs, the heart of the beast. This is where things start to get exciting. Based on what's been circulating, the Sony A7V is rumored to feature a 44-megapixel BSI sensor. No, it's not stacked, but that doesn't mean it won't deliver exceptional performance. This megapixel count neatly positions the A7V between the A7 IV's 33-megapixel sensor and Sony's A7R series, which is aimed at ultra-high-resolution shooters. But megapixels alone don't tell the whole story. The camera is also expected to pair this new sensor with the Bion's XR processor and a dedicated AI processing unit. That combination could make autofocus and real-time subject tracking significantly smarter and faster than what we saw on the A7 IV. Imagine a camera that hunts focus points like a lion stalking its prey. Whether you're capturing wildlife, fast-paced sports, or unpredictable wedding moments, the A7V could deliver. Other rumored highlights include 20 FPS burst shooting, perfect for high-speed action, K-RAW video output, positioning the A7V as not just a stills monster, but also a cinematic powerhouse, improved low-light performance, thanks to the BSI architecture. If these rumors hold true, the A7V might not just compete with the competition, it could challenge Sony's own higher-end lineup. Thermals and build, solving an old problem Sony shooters know the pain. Overheating issues have haunted many alpha cameras, especially when shooting video for extended periods. The A7V might finally tackle this head-on. Rumors suggest the body design will draw inspiration from the A1 series, offering a sturdier, more refined build and an improved thermal management system. Key expected improvements: a new EVF with higher resolution for clearer, more immersive viewing, a fully articulating high-quality LCD screen, finally worthy of a modern hybrid shooter, better button layout and ergonomics, making it more intuitive in the field. Dual card slots, CFX Press Type A plus SD, giving flexibility. For professionals, up to 8-stop IBIS, which could deliver one of the smoothest handheld shooting experiences under $3,000. If Sony pulls this off, the A7V could become the perfect run-and-gun hybrid camera, ideal for documentary filmmakers, travel vloggers, and landscape photographers who often shoot in challenging environments. Competition, the battle for mirrorless supremacy, but let's not pretend the A7V will have the field all to itself. The mirrorless camera market in 2025 is more competitive than ever, with Nikon, Canon, and Panasonic all pushing aggressive innovations. Nikon Z6 III, a powerhouse of performance and value. Canon EOS R6 Mark II, beloved by filmmakers for its color science and reliability. Panasonic S5 IIIX, offering incredible video capabilities at an attractive price. Sony's challenge is unique. If the A7V is too good, it risks cannibalizing the higher-end A1 or A7R line. If it plays it too safe, longtime Sony shooters might feel underwhelmed and consider jumping ship to other brands. It's a delicate balancing act, and the A75 sits at the center of this high-stakes game. One area where Sony still frustrates users is the lack of a top LCD panel. Both Canon and Nikon include it on their bodies, but Sony refuses to adopt it. Some argue it's essential for workflow efficiency, while others dismiss it as unnecessary. Either way, it's a point of contention that resurfaces with every alpha release. Hybrid power, a creator's dream? Where Sony has traditionally excelled is in creating cameras that blur the line between professional photo gear and filmmaking. Tools. If the rumors are correct, the A7V could be one of the most balanced hybrid cameras on the market. Imagine shooting 20 FPS bursts at a soccer game in the afternoon, then switching to record a 4K RAW short film at sunset, all on the same. Body? For content creators, vloggers, YouTubers, and filmmakers, the A7V could represent a true do-it-all device. And with more creators looking for future-proof gear, the inclusion of CFX Press Type A support, advanced thermal management, and AI-powered autofocus could make the A7V one of the most reliable tools for professional workflows. Should you wait or buy now? This is the big dilemma. Cameras are not trophies. They're tools designed to help us create. If the Sony A7V launches in late 2025, or even slips into 2026, is it worth delaying your projects for specs that only exist on paper right now? If you're deep in the Sony ecosystem and crave flagship features without flagship prices, the A75 could be the perfect balance. However, if you need a capable hybrid camera today, the Sony A7 IV or A7 CII are fantastic options that can deliver professional results immediately. Remember, the best camera is always the one you have in your hands, not the one you're waiting on. Final thoughts. Is the A75 the next mirrorless king? The Sony A7V has the potential to shake up the market. With a rumored 44MP sensor, AI-enhanced autofocus, 20 FPS burst shooting, and 4K RAW video, it could be the hybrid camera that bridges the gap between enthusiasts and professionals. If Sony nails the execution, especially with thermals, ergonomics, and value, we might witness the birth of a new mirrorless legend. But until official announcements land, it's still a game of speculation. Should you wait? That depends on your needs. If your projects demand the latest cutting-edge tech, the A7V could be worth the wait. If you're ready to create now, the A7 IV remains one of the most versatile full-frame cameras available today. Thanks for tuning in. If this breakdown got you excited for what's coming next in the world of cameras, make sure to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more updates, leaks, and in-depth reviews on the latest camera tech.